Inside the tomb of Tutankhamun, a crowd gathers on the edge of history. Dr. Hawass's team is nervous. No one wants to mishandle the pharaoh.
عشان يبقى هم اللي بيشيلوه بقى عشان ما حدش فينا يعمل له مضايقه ولا حاجه. يلا بقى.
Under the golden mask is the 3,300-year-old mummy they've all come to see.
خالص خالص. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. راحة كاملة.
This is Tutankhamun.
Please go to the side, please. Don't move with the mummy, please.
To protect the exposed mummy, its new resting place is a casket of nitrogen-filled plexiglass. And now, as he has uncovered King Tut's face, Zahi wants to uncover his story. It's the beginning of a journey into one of ancient Egypt's greatest mysteries.
We are debating. Scholars are fighting. Say, who's the father of Tutankhamun? No one knows. Who's the mother? No one knows.
It seems incredible, but the identities of Tutankhamun's family are completely unknown. Discovered in 1922, King Tut's tomb is hailed as one of the great finds in archaeology. The pharaoh lying undisturbed inside this golden sarcophagus, surrounded by unimaginable riches and shrouded in mystery. For 40 years, Zahi Hawass has pieced together the puzzles of ancient Egypt. And yet for all his experience, unlocking the secret of King Tut's family has always eluded him.
كل دي تبقى بيننا وبين بعض كناس متخصصين عشان نعمل حاجة الناس تحترمنا والناس تقول عليها.
Lab coats, masks, and gloves will protect the mummy's DNA from contamination by any DNA from the team. They've selected a spot on one of Tut's leg bones. There could be DNA in the marrow.
جامدة برضه؟
طبعا هو صغير اصلا زي حضرتك عارف صغير فهو شيء طبيعي انها تبقى جامده. عظم الشباب اجمد كتير من الكبار وبعدين انا بدخل بالراحه اصلي يعني مش عايز
King Tut was only 19 when he died, and his bones were young and hard. So getting a sample from the femur is a delicate and painstaking operation.
قلبي بيرفرف مع التكه دي. نفس السيطره.
Success. Though over time, DNA degrades. So there are no guarantees there'll be any genetic material left. But they have to believe there's a chance this will work. It takes them 2.5 hours to collect 15 samples. But no one will know how good they are until they're back at the lab in Cairo. Deep within the Cairo Museum is a state-of-the-art laboratory, built exclusively to handle royal mummy DNA. This is where all the genetic sequencing and comparisons will be done.
Number one.
Left femur.
Dr. Zachariah and his team are drawn from Egypt's top genetics institute. They are going to attempt to extract the DNA from King Tut's tissue and bone samples.
Number five.
Left.
While the genetics team works on Tut's DNA in Cairo, farther up the Nile, ancient statues rise out of the earth. In the shadow of the great colossi of Memnon, archaeologists oversee the biggest excavation in all of Egypt. Their quest? Statues from around 1350 BC, the era of Tutankhamun. This is just one part of an international effort to understand more about the 18th dynasty and those that ruled it. The best place to look for evidence is in the heart of Egypt's eastern desert, 200 miles south of Cairo. The ruins of Amarna. This was Akhenaten's city, and for one brief 20-year period, the capital of Egypt. Zahi leads his team to a remote ridge. Here, hieroglyphs carved over 3,000 years ago describe the revolutionary nature of Akhenaten's empire.
He was a philosopher. He was a man of a vision, the first one of record on earth that we do have believed in one God.
Akhenaten overthrew the old religion that worshipped Amun and decreed that the one true God was Aton, the sun god. Then, together with his bride, the famed Queen Nefertiti, he began to build a new Egypt. And it started here at Amarna. These ancient symbols were carved around 1350 BC, the time of King Tut. But nothing here suggests what Zahi was hoping to find: a family relationship between the two pharaohs. It's time for Plan B.